number of our media who were in New Orleans covering the Final Four. We discussed whether we could wait for this process, but our number one concern was for our current student athletes, and we wanted them to be able to meet their new head basketball coach just as quickly as they could and not have a lot of time elapse between our decision and this media opportunity. So I do appreciate your patience in that regard. 5 days ago, we gathered in this room and outlined the parameters for our search for a new head basketball coach at Kansas State University. We wanted a coach who recognized the tremendous opportunity that exists here at K-State and who had the ability to build a sustainable program that K-Staters worldwide can be proud of. As we discussed Tuesday, there were no predefined parameters in our search other than ensuring that the personal values and integrity of our next head coach would truly reflect those of our university and citizens of the state of Kansas. As your athletic director, my two most basic responsibilities are to ensure the long-term foundation of our program as one that is sustainable and consistently capable of excellence on the court. We also recognize our obligation to the young men with whom I met on Tuesday afternoon in the locker room. For our student athletes here, and there are several here, the opportunity to win a championship is now, not 10 years from now. The opportunity to earn a degree is now, not 20 years from now. So I looked those young men in the eye, and I promised them I would do my very best to find them a coach who would indeed care about them, challenge them, push them, and develop them. And for our three rising seniors, Rodney Magruder, Jordan Enriquez, and Martavis Irving, give them the best possible chance to have a championship senior year and prepare them for their lives and careers after K-State. Those of you who know me well know that I'm a thorough person, and the vetting process for our candidates was indeed thorough. Over the past 3 years, and certainly the last several days, I have sought out and listened to the opinions of countless K-Staters, former players of many eras, and generations whose perspectives and opinions have been invaluable in helping me understand the tradition of K-State basketball. Through many, many conversations with and by our contacts throughout the country, Bruce Weber's name repeatedly rose to the top of the list as a man whose personal values and integrity matched those of K-State, whose experience at institutions similar to ours and strong Midwestern roots made Megan and he perfect fits for Manhattan and our extended university family. In Bruce Weber, we introduce a man who in 14 years as a head coach has won over 300 games, battling night in and night out in two incredibly tough and balanced leagues, while winning 4 conference championships and advancing to postseason play 10 out of 14 seasons. While averaging 22 wins per season, Coach Weber has led his team to postseason play 10 times, advanced to 3 Sweet 16s, and of course, the 2005 Final Four, a year in which he earned consensus National Coach of the Year honors. I will add that over the last couple days, we've been in a Final Four city. And President Schultz looked at me yesterday sometime and said, "John, I want to come back to the Final Four." All right? So we've got a head basketball coach who's been there and knows the route and the path to that destination. In his career, he has developed and mentored NBA lottery picks like Deron Williams, Glenn Robinson, while developing lasting relationships with his student athletes that, according to my source, brings a steady stream of former players into his office, practices, and games, and even showing up the house throughout the year. Our search was efficient and successful thanks to the hard work of many. I want to thank each and every member of the entire K-State athletics staff, many of whom scrambled this morning to put together this event. I want to thank President Schultz, the KSA board, and many others who have assisted in this process.